Yeah, sure, legalize it. I really think they need to because there's no way of controlling this drug war. There's no way it's going to ever succeed. But I don't think they should fully legalize it. I think they should just make medical marijuana available in every state and make it easier to get a prescription. Here's why I think it should be done that way. Um, I think it'd be a big mistake making it socially acceptable. I think we made a mistake with alcohol when they legalized alcohol. You know, the billboards, the commercials, the advertising, marketing, etc. That made it socially acceptable, and I think it creates more problems that way. Um, I think it's just kind of juvenile to suggest that there's nothing wrong with marijuana. I guess it depends on the person. Some people smoke every once in a while, and it's not that big a deal, and it is probably completely harmless to them. But then you have chronic smokers, as I once was many years ago, where it was all or nothing, and it definitely affected my life because I had no control over my habit. It wasn't up to me whether I was going to smoke that day. It just was standard for me to smoke. So I had to go cold turkey and give it completely up. So for me, it was poison. So I'm not here suggesting there's nothing wrong with marijuana. I just think it should be made available for each and every adult who feels they need to smoke or want to smoke real bad, however you want to phrase it. Um, I firmly believe that if you're smoking pot daily, you're trying to uh, erase something that's not pleasant that's going on in your life. As far as all the other drugs, I kind of feel the same way. Not legalize it. They have these places called methadone clinics, where heroin addicts can go and get a fix of something synthetic that's similar to heroin. I think people who are addicted to cocaine and meth, if I think they should be able to go to a psychiatrist, and if they meet the clinical criteria as a drug addict or a substance abuse abuser or whatever, they should be able to get a card and go to these clinics and get their injection or their puff off a pipe or whatever it is they do. Because I do believe that 90% of the business that goes to these cartels are from 10% of the clients. In other words, it's the hardcore addicts that's fueling this market. I don't think it's the weekend warriors. It's the users that are highly, really addicted to this drug or drugs. So I think if they did that, all the crime would go away. Most of the crime would go away. No more robberies at convenience stores. No more home invasions. A lot of property crimes would go down. The cartels would lose a lot of business. All they need to do is equip these methadone clinics with a synthetic form of cocaine and meth, amphetamine, and make marijuana not completely legal, but just make it possible for every state to have medical marijuana laws and make it easier to get a prescription. Don't have it to where there are a lot of people on the streets that cannot get prescriptions. Just make it a little easier. No advertising. You can only get it at a pharmacy, and that would be it. You could only smoke it in your own home. That's right, and that's what I'm suggesting.